Hey, what is up? Keasbey here. So, I'm surprised we got a new Banlist today. I didn't see it coming, and I don't know if anyone else did from the reactions I'm seeing. I've actually seen one card on it, and I'm a little bit upset because I have to rewrite part of the video I was working on now. So, anyway, let's get into it. So I'm assuming nothing from Flaunderies got hit because I feel like people would have told me about it, but okay, so Curious the Lightsworn Dominion getting banned. That's cool. I actually haven't seen it show up in a list in a while. I haven't been playing a ton of like competitive lately just because, truth be told, I've been kind of super bored with the tier 0 format. Like, do I draw D-Shifter? Awesome. Do I have a good enough hand to play through this board? Awesome. And yep, tier Ishizu again. Cool. So I've been kind of like messing around and playing other formats and stuff like that, but I think Curious did kind of fall off from what I saw. I'm not sure if like combos were still ending on it, but hey, it's gone, so we're not seeing it anymore. And the one that I saw already, Mystic Mine, is banned. So I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I mean, I've been using Mystic Mine and stuff as kind of like a one of oh no button. I do find it a little bit frustrating when you play against something like Mystic Mine Runic or like, I don't know what, Mystic Mine Exodia is the one that I get the most frustrated with because I'm like, just draw the Exodia. Whereas like Mystic Mine Burn, I'm like, okay, cool, like I'm already dead. Like there's a clock there. I can see the clock. Whereas Mystic Mine Exodia, I'm like, why is the leg the last card in your deck? So, I mean, Mystic Mine's gone. Flaunderies, I was playing it at one copy. I'm going to have to adjust from here. I've actually been kind of like playing with the idea of set rotation and Necro Valley in that just because that is one of my favorite combinations overall. So we'll see where that goes. I do think that is going to make a pretty big impact on the format though, Mystic Mine, because I think a lot of decks were at least teching it as like a one of. All right, limits. Herald of the Orange Light being limited. I mean, clearly Ishizu tier element hit. I don't know how much that does nothing to the consistency of the deck. I mean, like all their stuff is still there. It's taken away a little bit of like being able to prevent them from being hit with D-Shifter and other hand traps. D-Shifter probably being like the most relevant hand trap. I don't think that's going to be a huge hit to them. I think they're going to be okay with just one Herald of the Orange Light. I mean, there have been games where I've seen them like mill all three and they still do just fine without it at all. I do think they will still play it at one though. That was it. Wow. Okay, so yeah, nothing else from that deck got hit on the limit. Semi-limiting Recital Starling. Okay, I mean, Tri-Brigade Lurelist has kind of been out of the format for a while, but they can make Utopic F-Zero fairly easily again, I suppose, if I'm remembering that combo. Oh! Okay, these are interesting. That went straight to 3. I'm actually super not familiar with that at all. Skipping around. D-Fissure at 3 and Macrocosmos at 3. I know the OCGs have Macrocosmos at 3 for a long time, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm not sure about D-Fissure, but a lot of my hesitance for playing those in Flaunderies was like, playing them at 1 just always felt like a little bit like you could be playing more of something else versus just playing one of this. And it's like a card that really is kind of like, especially Macrocosmos, is really at its best when you're going first and it's kind of going second. D-Fissure going second isn't the worst thing in the world. But at 3, now, kind of a consideration. I would have to really sit on this and think about it for a while. Fire Frontation, tanky to 3, that's whatever. And Metaverse to 3 is actually kind of interesting. I mean, Metaverse was at 1, obviously, because of Mystic Mine, but there's, like, still some cool stuff you can Metaverse into, especially if you're going first against, Terrell Ishizu. Necro Valley. Metaversing into a Necro Valley is really, really good. There's definitely other stuff you can Metaverse into that's cool. I think people are going to try it at 3. I don't know if it's going to stick, but it does allow you to, like, trap trick into Metaverse into stuff as well, too, which was, like, another big concern when Metaverse was at 3 at the beginning of Mystic Mine. So, yeah. I don't know if this list is going to change a tremendous amount. Besides Mystic Mine being gone, I think that's, like, the biggest impact. Curious, someone let me know. Again, like, the past few weeks, I really have not been playing that much competitive. Like, I've been playing enough Flaunderies just to, like, stay familiar with it, and I really have not seen Curious come up in any games. And yeah. Herald of the Orange Light to 1. Again, really don't think that's going to do a tremendous amount to Terrell and Ishizu. It makes them a little weaker to hand traps, specifically D shifter, which is like the biggest one. And yeah, the complete unlimits are probably the most interesting. Might have to try a D fissure now. Not sure yet. I'm still not a huge fan of it. I'm not 100% sold, but we'll see. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop it a like, subscribe to the channel for even more, and I will catch you all later.